Good day. I am Dr. Arnel Banyanga Salgado, and it's my privilege to welcome you to Mental Health and Psychosocial Support Services, a graduate level course under the Master of Arts in Psychology program of the Far Eastern University. To our ME Psychology students joining this online offering, I extend my warmest greetings. Your decision to pursue advanced studies in psychology reflects both professional commitment and a deep sense of responsibility to serve individuals, families, and communities. In many ways, this course represents the intersection of science, service, and social responsibility. We are living in a time when mental health concerns are no longer peripheral issues. They are central both in public, education, humanitarian work, and national development. Disasters, armed conflict, displacement, poverty, pandemics, and systemic inequities have intensified psychological distress across populations. In such context, the role of mental health and psychosocial support professionals, commonly referred to as MHPSS, becomes not only relevant but essential. This course is designed to provide you with comprehensive and critical understanding of mental health and psychosocial services, frameworks, and interventions across clinical, community, educational, and humanitarian settings. We will explore foundational concepts, including biopsychosocial and ecological models of mental health, trauma-informed care, cultural humility, and cultural responsiveness, ethical practice, and systems-based approaches to service delivery. More importantly, we will move beyond theory. You will learn how to design, implement, monitor, and evaluate psychosocial support programs that are evidence-based, context-sensitive, and ethically grounded. As future clinical psychologists and mental health professionals, you must be able to translate research into practice and ensure that interventions are both scientifically sound and culturally meaningful. Because this is an online course, our classroom extends beyond physical wall. The virtual learning environment will be intensive and interactive, reflective, and collaborative. You will engage in structured discussions, case analysis, applied program design exercises, critical reflections, and research-informed assignments. I encourage you to approach each activity to merely as an academic requirement, but as preparation for real-world professional practice. In this course, you are expected to demonstrate graduate-level competencies, including critical analysis of contemporary psychosocial support services, frameworks, and policies, application of ethical principles in complex and high-risk psychosocial contexts, development of culturally responsive and trauma-informed interventions, integration of research, policy, and community realities in program design. I also emphasize professional formation of mental health and psychosocial services work inquiries that require more than technical skill. It demands empathy, reflexivity, interdisciplinary collaboration, and an unwavering respect for human dignity. As practitioners, we are often invited into spaces of vulnerability, into stories of grief, trauma, resilience, and survival. We must therefore cultivate not only competence but character. Throughout the semester, I encourage you to reflect on three guiding questions. First, how do we ensure that mental health services are accessible and equitable? Second, How do we balance global best practices with local cultural realities? And third, how do we sustain our own well-being while serving others in distress? These questions will shape our discussions and deepen your professional insights. As graduate students of the Far Eastern University, you are part of an academic community that values excellence, integrity, and service. I challenge you to embody these values in your scholarly work, your professional conduct, and your engagement with peers. Please take time to carefully review the syllabus, your requirements, assessment criteria, and weekly modules. Establish a consistent study schedule, participate actively in discussions, and communicate promptly should you require clarifications or guidance. Academic rigor and professionalism are expected at all times. Allow me to conclude with this reflection. Mental health is not simply about diagnosing disorders or applying interventions. It is about restoring hope, strengthening resilience, empowering communities, and advancing social justice. In many contexts, mental health and psychosocial services becomes a bridge connecting individual stories to safety, dignity, and renewed meaning. I'm honored to accompany you in this academic and professional journey. I look forward to our discussions, your insights, and the innovative ideas you will bring into our shared learning space. Welcome once again to Mental Health and Psychosocial Support Services. Let us begin this semester with purpose, commitment, and compassion. Thank you, and I look forward to working with you.